10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
A look at what Mendy did. In my opinion, one of the best goalkeepers
we need you to think that you're going to be played against. So they want
I'm a little bit worried about tomorrow's game. I saw a stat online.
Sergio
the wasted stats in the road.
You cannot play up and down. That is the second. We only have two months now to
I know people have gone on about if we lose the cup, it could be a bit of a situation. I hope to God it
Sergio
doesn't.
Production.
Festival Bond, welcome to the stream, welcome to the Blue Lounge. I hope you guys are having a great evening. Apologies, I had the wrong screen displayed. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are having a fantastic evening. Guys, this is the match preview for Chelsea against Palmeiras in the Club World Cup 2022. We are in the final. We are less than 24 hours away from hopefully, picking up that trophy, celebrating with that trophy, celebrating as world champions. An exciting day ahead of us. An exciting day ahead of us. An exciting game ahead of us against very tough opposition. Very tough opposition. Today we will be discussing that game. We will be addressing that game. We will be looking at the different possibilities in regards to the formations, the tactics, the lineups, and all things related to that game. We're going to be looking at the press conference. We're going to be looking at the fact that Tuchel has arrived in Abu Dhabi. People say Abu Dhabi, it's Abu Dhabi. Thomas Tuchel is currently with the team in Abu Dhabi. He has already met the squad. He has already greeted the African champion Edouard Mendy. We'll be discussing whether or not Edouard Mendy will be starting or should be starting tomorrow. Has Kepa done enough to displace Edouard Mendy in the final? We'll be discussing that as well. Today, we will be having an open stream. I have posted the link in the chat. Everyone is welcome to partake in the stream. I have 10 slots, so 10 of you will be able to partake in the stream. I will also be hosting a match preview tomorrow. Sorry, a match watch along tomorrow with a pre-match, the match, and a post-match. Hopefully we'll be celebrating the match live together. Also, I will be giving away 2 baseball caps. The Blue Lounge will be giving away Nick Blue, you have to interrupt even though so we'll be giving away 2 baseball caps. I will just bring up the where is it? I tweeted about it. I've also posted about it on Instagram and as well as here on YouTube. You will be getting an opportunity to win one of these caps. Actually, you'll be getting an opportunity to win either one of these caps because I'll be giving away 2 of them. I will be giving away 2 caps to two lucky subscribers straight after hopefully beating Palmeiras tomorrow. To qualify, you just have to be a subscriber of the Blue Lounge. You just have to be a subscriber of the Blue Lounge, and it will be a random selection. I'll be selecting 2 people tomorrow, and one of you could be winning this baseball cap. So let me just address the people in the chat. Big up to Donald Banda. When will the game be played and at what time? It's 4:30 UK time. 4:30 UK time. The game will be played. PJ, big up to you. Bobby, big up to you. How are you? How you doing?
Yeah, good, Mo. Yeah, good. Unfortunately, when I have to jump on through the stream, I have to use the lesser of my 2 devices, which sometimes is a bit problematic. I don't know why the stronger one doesn't hook on through the stream well. It echoes a lot.
Well,
but
Bobby, give me
it's all
1
good.
second. Give me 1 second. I will send it to you on Twitter as well. So you should have it there now. Whichever one is working better, use that.
Sure.
Nick Blue was here a second ago. I've lost him. Gabriel, big up to you. John Walker, big up to you. Everyone, listen, guys. We have a long show for you because we're going to be discussing a multitude of issues. I'm going to address a couple of. I wasn't sure if I'm going to address it, but I want to address it. I think it's important that we address these things. I'm going to be addressing a tweet that I saw today. Worldwide Chelsea highlighted it. It was important that he highlighted it. Also, Carefree Lewis also addressed it on Twitter, and I want to talk about it on the stream. But I'm not going to give it the priority just yet. I will be addressing it in due course. Boogeyman, you were here a second ago, and I couldn't connect with you, so please try again. Nick Blue, you seem to be having a connection issue. Boogeyman, you need to connect once more. Right. So this is the breakdown. This is the breakdown. We're going to watch the press conference, and then we're going to address the press conference, and then we're going to watch a short video of about 10-15 minutes by Max Burton, which I think it's a very, very good analysis and a good preview to look at. And before we do that, I want to just say happy birthday, Max. Hopefully we'll celebrate that with you in due course. I know you probably celebrate it with the family, but hopefully we'll celebrate that with you tomorrow, winning the Club World Cup. So big up to you, Max. Nick, I'm going to wait a second. I'm not going to put you on the screen just yet because I think you might disconnect. So I'll give you a couple of seconds. Let your connection cement itself, and then I'll put you on the screen. Boogeyman is here. Big up, Boogie. How are you? Welcome.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me. Hello, everybody. Bobby, Nick Blue.
Hello. Nick, how good is your connection now? Is it stable?
Yeah, I can hear you, but not as good as usual. Can you hear me? I don't know.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, we can hear
Everyone
you.
probably struggles
I think
coming
it's
through the chat.
Boogeyman coming on what makes the thing.
Sorry?
I thought it might be
Nick?
Boogeyman giving me the boogies.
He has a habit of doing that to everyone. don't feel like he's doing it just to you, mate. He's doing it to everybody. Listen,
I'm joking, Boogie.
No, I'm not joking. You might be joking. I'm not joking.
Really?
I was supposed to. I'm not joking. Let me explain. I was supposed to be streaming at 7 p.m. All right. Boogeyman sends me a message and he's like, "Listen, I might be a little bit late. So just letting you know, I'm going to be like a little bit late." All right. And then I had my food in the oven. Yeah. I put my food in the oven just before he sent me the message. So I'm like, oh, it is what it is. And then like 20 minutes later, so I'm going to get my food, and guess what? I forgot to turn the oven on. So I had to wait. I had to wait half an hour. You know, so I had to delete my stream half an hour because a boogeyman was late. So you know, he made the entire stream late. So people in the chat blame boogeyman for the lateness of the
7
stream.
o'clock as usual. Yeah,
It was supposed to be.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be.
No,
But
no
boogeyman
one.
delayed it. Yeah, boogeyman delayed
Yeah,
it.
big up, Bobby. I did say hello to you, my friend.
Big up to Bobby. Big up to Bobby. Listen, guys. If it's easier to receive the link via Twitter, I might just put a group for the link. Again, if it makes it easier. So I might just set up a group just where I send you guys the link again. But I will still be posting the link in the chat because I do want to have open streams for the majority of my streams. But I will send you guys the link through Twitter. And anyone who wants the link to be sent to them through Twitter, just message me and I will add you to that group and I will send you the message via Twitter. Before we get on with the show, today I had received confirmation in respect to the Q&A stream on Sunday. So I'm gonna announce it. We will be having Matisse Armani on our show on Sunday for the Q&A. So we're looking forward to having him on, and hopefully we can have him on to celebrate winning the World Club Cup on Sunday. So if you guys are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and turn that bell notification button on, and don't miss out on a fantastic stream. Matisse Armani, great lad, great footballer mind, and I'm blessed to have him joining our stream this Sunday. All right, so let's get on with this match preview. We're going to start by watching the press conference. Now I have 2 links for the press conference. One is the shorter one where it's edited. I think we'll watch that one. Let me just see if I can find it. Here we go. It's here. Gabriel. Welcome to the stream, Gabriel. How are you, my man?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah.
Welcome, Gabriel. Are you on Instagram or Twitter by any chance, Gabriel?
Unfortunately not.
All right, because I was going to say to you, if you want to send me your predicted lineup, we can also look at that in due course. Because I've already got Bobby's and Boogeyman's predicted lineup. I'm not going to ask Nick Blue to do me a lineup because that will just destroy the stream. So yeah,
no, I might set one up. Yeah, I might set one up.
If you set one up,
not now. I mean, going forward.
Oh, if we're going forward, yeah. Set one up and then just it'll be useful for the streams. Okay, let's have a look. Has it loaded? I think it's loaded. It has loaded. All right, guys. We're gonna watch the press conference, and just bear in mind this press conference was actually broadcasted before Thomas Tuchel had arrived in Abu Dhabi. I think even before he travelled to Abu Dhabi. So in the press conference, you'll hear the question being addressed and the answer being vague because at that time, I don't think the caretaker manager had a clear picture. But just to confirm, Thomas Tuchel is in Abu Dhabi and he's already met with the players. So let's go ahead and watch this press conference. Let me share it. There we go. Full screen, audio on. Let's go.
Hi Zoltan. Just.
And I do apologize about the audio. For some reason, these press conferences in Abu Dhabi have a lot of background noise. So for that, I do apologize.
Obviously, Edu. Hi. Obviously, Edu's met up with the squad now. How much of a boost has that given everyone to have him back? We saw the pictures of his arrival. It looked like, obviously he's had a great time and won a massive competition, but it just seemed like it gave everybody a massive boost. And can you just talk to us about how good it is to have him back and what kind of impact he can have on the squad this week?
First of all, we are very proud of Edu, and the whole squad and the whole staff was very happy that he can win the Africa Cup. and we're waiting for him that he comes and enjoys the group again. He arrives in a very good mood, as Edu all the time, with a big smile on his face. He's a very important person in the group in general. He gives a lot of energy. For sure, in the first day he was a little bit tired, and we have to take care about him and have a good recovery and a good sleep. But now he's fully involved in the yesterday training, and he's fully involved in the training today. I think he gives a very good energy for the group. He's a very important person, as I said, and we are very happy that he's healthy. He's absolutely in a good shape, with a good experience behind him, and he's absolutely ready to play the game.
Hi coach, this is Mohammed from Abu Dhabi Sport Channel. First of all, good luck for you and for Palmeiras tomorrow for the final. The video calls were done after the match. Tuchel, are he satisfied completely from the performance of the team against Al Hilal? And my second question, I understand from you now that Tuchel maybe he's not going to catch the final.
I don't think that we hope still that he come and he can enjoy the final. We have still 30 hours until the game, and as we know, we follow now the rules and the protocols, and he get tested. It's a lot of time, and we still hope that he can come and enjoy the final. When he cannot, then we are also well prepared. We have a lot of meeting, and like your first question about the last game. We talk about it, we have a video conference with Thomas, we talk about the game, we analyze the game, and we also see what we can do a little bit better, what was the problem, what we can do better, and we are absolutely clear what has happened in the first game and what we have to do better in the second game.
محمد الجزار من جريدة الوطن القطرية وكالة الأنباء الألمانية. وجود فريق تشيلسي هنا في منطقة الشرق الأوسط وفي العاصمة الإماراتية أبو ظبي، ما هو انطباعكم عن التنظيم هنا في دولة الإمارات والأجواء الجماهيرية؟ وكيف ترى وجود الكثير من فرق العالم والفرق الأوروبية في هذه المنطقة التي ستستضيف في نفس العالم بطولة كأس العالم 2022 في قطر؟ شكرا.
We are very happy to be here. We had a very, very warm welcome, and we feel absolutely welcome, and we feel comfortable in this country. We have a very good trip. We have very good, and we enter very good in the country. We have a very nice hotel with a very good atmosphere. And from the side from FIFA and all the organization from the tournament, we get any help what we need, and we have some question or we need something. This happened very fast, and everybody tried to help. That's why we are very, very positive. We feel very comfortable, and this helps a lot to prepare the final.
Assalamu alaikum. Mohammed Amin Misbah, question in Arabic. صحفي مغربي من صحيفة هيز بريس وهيز سبورت. سؤالي للمدرب زولت حول التصريحات الأخيرة لحكيم زياش الذي أعلن أنه لن يعود مجددا للمشاركة مع المنتخب الوطني المغربي. ما مدى تأثير هذا التصريح يعني على تركيز اللاعب قبل المباراة النهائية في كأس العالم للأندية، وكيف تعاملتم أنتم يعني كطاقم تقني داخل تشيلسي الإنجليزي مع هذا القرار؟ شكرا.
I don't want to talk about it, what has happened between Hakim and the national team or the national coach. I think this is something what Hakim and the national coach has to clear. For our side, for Chelsea's side, we are very happy with Hakim. We see him in a very good shape, in a good mood, and fully focused on the game. He had a good performance also in the first game in the tournament, and he has also a very good performance in the cup game. We feel him happy, we feel him free. For sure, he makes some, he thinks about the national team sometimes, but it's not our problem. We have to deal with it, and he has to clear the situation. But from Chelsea's side, from the club side, we see a good Hakim, focused Hakim, and we can really count on him.
welcome coach hosting Dubai TV. For related to the format and to participation of the club, Mr. Zola, like I think you arrived like on Saturday and Sunday, you did the training on Monday, and you won a game, just a game to be on the final, which is very good for the team. But there is a lot of discussion about the format, related to the format that the European team is like playing only 2 games, like South American, and there are even other teams playing 3. It's like the discussions on the format.
There's nothing more powerful than creating a track, but sometimes creating music can be challenging.
Comfortable for the Champions League winner to play a game, to train arms, and to play the final of the World Cup, which is very amazing. How do you see this format? And the second quick one, how is important for Lukaku, the goal, and the duet to Lukaku, Havertz, especially for that crucial goal, especially that Romelu is not scoring in the EPL.
Yeah, for the first question, we are not in charge of organization from the tournament. We just follow the rules, we follow the tournament rules, and then we have to come and we have to play, we come and we play. Our preparation was also not easy, as you know, that we play a very hard cup game at 120 minutes. We have a long trip and a big time difference. That's why we also fight hard in the first 1 or 2 days to find a good rhythm, to have a good sleep, and to give the energy and the power for the player again. And then we have to play the game against one of the best teams of the tournament. Al Hilal was a really good team, and it was very difficult to beat them. And now we have again 2 days between the games, and we have to prepare the final already tomorrow. I think it's not a exclusive situation, or it's not like we have all the positive side. I think we have the rhythm. The organizations tell us when we have to play, and we prepare best as possible. We don't try to find excuses, but we also don't see the big advantage right now. We are fully focused on the game tomorrow, and this is what counts. The second one for Romelu, we are very happy that he scores. As you know, his last game he couldn't score, and for a striker, for his confidence, it's very important to score. That's happened with Romelu, especially the duo Kai Havertz and Romelu work in this situation very well, and they created the goal. It's also important for Kai to give the assist from the goal, to prepare this goal, and it helps for the player for sure, for his confidence, and yeah, it's important.
Thank you, Coach. A couple of questions online. The first is from the BBC, John Sample.
Hello. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Just a question over Kepa and Edouard Mendy. How difficult a decision is that for you? And would it be harsh on Kepa to leave him out?
First of all, we are very happy with both goalkeepers, and it's a very good, comfortable situation to have 2 goalkeepers like this. When something's happened, like with Edu, then Edu has to travel and cannot be with the team, and Kepa is coming and step up and play like he played, and bring a big performance. Now Edu is back, Edu is fresh, and now we have to take the decision tonight or latest tomorrow. We talk with Thomas about it, and we talk with the goalkeeper coaches, and I think we have the final decision latest tomorrow, some hour before the game. But when we decide for one or for the others, the second one who has to sitting on the bench, I think he has nothing to be worried or nothing to be sad. I think both goalkeeper had a big performance in the last weeks, and that's why this is just a question on our decision for this game, and then we take this decision tonight or latest tomorrow.
Thank you. We have Sky UK, Gary Cottrell. Gary, the floor is yours.
Thomas, I don't only big time. Just regarding Thomas.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. I was wondering whether Steve can help you. His status, has he yet had a negative test, and is his bad patch? Does he think he can make it? I know you want him up there at the final, but does he think he can be there at this stage?
Thomas will absolutely be there, and the team and the whole staff and the whole club want that Thomas comes and enjoy the final. We hope that he can make it. We have 30 days, as I said, and every test that he do can be negative, and with a negative test he can fly and enjoy the group. And we hope that this happens in the next hours or latest until tomorrow, until the game.
All right, well, Thomas Tuchel has arrived. At the time of recording that press conference, it was not clear. But since then, Thomas Tuchel has travelled. Nick Blue, I beg you to keep your mic off when you're not talking. I'm getting a lot of feedback from your end. So Tuchel has arrived in Abu Dhabi, and he has met the players. I will talk about the game in just a minute. I want to address the press conference, and I want to address a key question. I mean, we all know that the players who started this tournament, who came for this tournament, are all fit. We don't have any injuries. In fact, some of the players that were not fully ready for Al Hilal are available and are fully ready for the game against Palmeiras. So in fact, the squad is stronger going into the game against Palmeiras. And there is a big conversation, a big discussion currently being had between the Chelsea fans on social media. And I want to get your perspective on it from the panel, and also the people in the chat. If you want to comment on this in the chat, I would love to know your take on this. But the topic is, should Edouard Mendy start the final, or should we stick with Kepa Arrizabalaga, who put in a great performance in the semi-final? What should we do? Now, before I'll give you guys a chance to give me your thoughts on this, I just want to remind you of something. Edouard Mendy won the African Cup of Nations and spent, I think, 24 or was it 48 hours with the team to celebrate. He did the celebration where they showed off the trophy back home, and then he literally got on that plane and went straight to Abu Dhabi. Now, I am 100% sure that Edouard Mendy didn't cut the celebrations short if he wasn't given some kind of inclination that he may be starting in the final, if he was to arrive quickly, if he was to come in and get at least 1 or 2 training sessions under his belt, which he has done since he's come back. He had the evening rest, and then he trained with the team last night. We saw that he trained last night, and this morning I believe he also trained. So Edouard Mendy coming and cutting his celebrations short. Was he promised that he will start in the final? Should he start in the final, or should we start with Kepa? Your point of view is what I want to hear, and I'm going to start with. Let me start with Gabriel. I always start with my regular panelists. Let me start with the not so regular panelists. Let me start with Gabriel. Gabriel, what would you do? Would you play Kepa or would you play Mendy?
I think I'll stick with Kepa. I think it's only fair. He's played well since Mendy's been away, and I think it's a continued sort of redemption for him. So that's my sort of opinion.
All right, fair enough. It is a massive opportunity for Kepa to redeem himself, and when I say redeem himself, I think he's done a lot of that with the fans already. But I'm talking about his value in respect to potential suitors. He will definitely be a more attractive investment if he does start tomorrow and does win the trophy. All right, fantastic. Let me go to the lateness is greatness. The Podfather who just came in. Podfather, big up to you. Welcome to the stream. Kepa
Hello.
or Mendy?
Hello guys, how's everyone doing?
Yeah. Good.
It's a tough one, because I mean, we're all clear that Mendy's the better goalkeeper, so I think we need to get that clear first. Obviously, if you were just picking your strongest team, you probably go with Mendy. But then maybe to build, team harmony and just to show that people are rewarded for good performances and people aren't just picked on name and stuff. And obviously, if you have the jersey, and you've played the semi-final and it may be a way of just building that camaraderie within the team that everybody is part of. Everybody can play in the big games. Everybody can start. Everybody can go based on merit. In terms of Mendy flying back, I think it's because because our second goalkeeper is such a crucial position that if Kepa was to get injured, then we'd have to bring in Gallini, who's actually not really played any games for us. So I think even if Mendy was had the long celebrations and all that, I think he would be required to come back because it's such a specialist position that we would need him on the bench anyway. I don't know, because we know so little about the team we're playing. That's the only thing that worries me. If they're a team that likes to do a lot of crosses. I mean, obviously, Max Burton did a video on Palmeiras earlier. I don't know if you guys watched it, but
we'll be watching that in a few moments.
Okay, so it'll be interesting to see if they're a team that do with a lot of crosses and a lot of long shots. Then yes, I want Mendy back in. If not, then I'll be more than happy if Kepa stayed. But yeah. Whatever decision, I won't be using it as an excuse. Let's put it like that. If we lose, if Kepa makes a mistake and we lose, then it's just one of those things in football. I won't be using it as an excuse as to why we lost.
Yeah. No. I'm seeing a lot of comments in the chat, and this one I have to say, this is how I'm leaning towards. 88th bus stop is saying. Play your best players always. Mendy is the UEFA and FIFA Player of the Year. You can't expect him to sit on the bench for Kepa. Kepa can redeem himself later. This is one-time opportunity. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. I think
these guys speaking sense. Anybody that listen. Do I jump in? Because this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Chelsea fans seem to have a short memory. We lost the final against Leicester, and because someone decided to play Kepa instead of Mendy, and that Parliament shot he had, I think it was on the first half or whatever that thing was, and he scored that goal on us, and we lost that final. So Kepa. I don't think anybody here will sit down and say Kepa has not done good. The only fact that he won the semi-final for us is enough. That's good for me. If anybody say, let me finish this one first. Right. Kepa has to know who is the first goalkeeper. If Mendy is fit and ready to go, it has to be clear between those two that Mendy is going. So Kepa play the final. Then after what? The next game we have. Then who goes? Mendy, Kepa. Then listen, this place has to be clear. Mendy is our first choice. Mendy goes in, and when he is available. When Mendy is not available, Kepa goes in. I lost the final. I don't want any weird decision that will make me trying to get frustrated with Tuchel. Mendy goes in, and it's simple as that. I just don't understand any other logic behind it. Mendy is our top goalkeeper. He can stop a shot from distance. The only problem we have with Mendy is the penalty kick. So when they come to that part, we bring Kepa back into the goal. It's simple as that for me. Any sentiment, and what it is you guys trying to put out here is I'm not gonna say nonsense, but it just does not make any sense to me at this point.
I don't think it's sentiment. I think obviously Thomas Tuchel has shown, like, I completely forgot about the FA Cup final and him playing. Thomas Tuchel has shown that yes, he is the type to give the second goalkeeper the cup competition or a big match if he feels like he's played in that competition and played his part. Try and reward him for his performances. So he's already shown that he's that type of manager who can do that. He's not like a Mourinho who every time it was a final, Cech is starting. Even if the second goalkeeper played every game up until the final, when he came to the final, he put Cech in. So thanks for reminding me of that, because I didn't even know the manager. I forgot the manager did that last season. For me, it's I understand what you're saying. Like I said, he's the better player. But just based on current form, I don't have any issues with him playing. That's all I'm saying. Because he was the man of the match in the last game. Yeah, so it wasn't a matter of just a good performance. I thought he was the man of the match in the last game. I thought that game easily going into extra time if it's not for the 2 saves that he pulls off. And both those shots were from distance, by the way. So for all those that say,
can I just add something? Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
It's all right.
It's always awkward because you never know when there's no sort of, you can't lift your hand up to say, can I add something? So forgive me. Yeah? I think what we've got to remember, I'm not saying Kepa is better than Mendy. He's clearly not overall, but Mendy is coming in after a month away from the squad, a month away from the dynamic, a month away from the training. And Kepa has performed well. So I think it's only fair. Don't rock the boat too much. I know there's an element of redemption for him as well. So he's on a high. Mendy's on a even high, after winning for his nation and everything. So if anything, for Kepa, it can only get better. And for Mendy, if he doesn't perform well, you could argue it's the opposite. So maybe splitting hairs. I think it's just fair. Just select. I think managers in the past have done that. They've had a goalkeeper for the cups, and they've allowed them to continue into the final, irrespective of who they play. So that's my sort of.
All right.
Addendum.
Let me hear. All right. Cheers. Let me hear from Bobby. Go on, Bobby.
Yeah, this is an interesting one because it's this sort of thing that I pick teams for various duties within my organization. I'll just ask one question: is Mendy fit? Just yes or no? Right, yes. Mendy's fit. Then I'm going to. I always try and take a philosophical stance on things, and I'll quote some scripture where it says that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. I find myself with Boogeyman on this one. You've got to be decisive. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many, many of those players. Now, Mendy is the number one goalkeeper. He's fit. It's not like outfield players where you have to be in and amongst the team, getting your groove on with the team. You come in as a keeper, you slot in. Now, you put in your best team. If your best team fails you, well, you've done your best. This is not the time for sentiment. It is the time to be brutal. It is the time to stick to your guns. And it is the time to do what is best. Kepa has performed exceptionally well. I think he really has come on leaps and bounds. But Mendy offers just that bit more. Mendy is the number one goalkeeper. Mendy starts tomorrow. Kepa has the Carling Cup to redeem himself, if you must redeem yourself. But just as Boogeyman said, you have to remember, he has not been a trophy-winning starting goalkeeper. And I don't really want to try it now.
All right, fair enough. I'm surprised that Boogeyman and Bobby are starting to agree. This is happening on a regular basis on my streams. I'm going to have to find a way to get you guys to disagree again, man. It's just... All right, Nick Blue, let me hear it. Nick Blue.
I know, it's weird, isn't it? I feel weird.
It is. I'm flabbergasted, man. Yeah. Go on, Nick. Let me hear sign, man.
It is very, very difficult because of what Kepa's been doing, not just for the semi-final, but every game he's played before that, he's been good. But I have to agree with Boogie and Bobby. It has to be Mendy because he's our number one, and he has to start. And Kepa, he has to start the League Cup final. And I don't think he'd be sad to see Mendy there. I think they both get on very well, and they know their roles. It's like when Mendy come off and Kepa when he go for the penalties that time. Mendy will, look happy, and Kepa won us that game. So, I think it's got to be Mendy for tomorrow and Kepa for the League Cup final, which is a big game as well against Liverpool. So both two massive games, they should be, get a chance. So they should both have a chance to play. So
right, fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough.
I'm happy with Mendy.
You're actually, I think, in my opinion, you're risking Mendy in the tougher game on paper, at least. I think Liverpool will be a bigger challenge, but
but he, you have to have Kepa. He has to play one of them.
Sure.
It will be
I, you know what? I'll be honest, and this is probably wrong, but for me right now, the Club World Cup is more valuable than the Carabao Cup, purely for the fact that we've not won this before. So I would rather win this than the other one. Ideally, win them both.
Yeah.
I want to hear from Boogie. 1 second. I've got a new person in the stream. I'm not sure how to pronounce your first name. I think it's Emu Fabian. Fabian. So welcome to the stream. Tell us where you're from, and let me hear your thoughts on the situation. Can you hear me, Fabian? Hello. You're on mute, Fabian. I can't unmute you because you've muted yourself.
Kepa has tried very.
Fabian, I can hear you,
very
but
good job.
Start again, Fabian. Where you from?
I can hear you.
From,
I can hear
Fabian?
you. Hello,
Good,
I can hear
good.
you.
Good.
Oh,
Where you
I'm
from?
calling from Nigeria. Hello.
Welcome, Fabian.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I'm calling
welcome.
from Nigeria.
Welcome.
Africa. Yes. Thank you very
Welcome.
much.
Welcome to the stream.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Give me your thoughts on the situation.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Kepa has tried very well and he's still doing a good job. So please, I would want Mendy to start the match tomorrow. This is a very lifetime opportunity that we wouldn't know the time this opportunity will come again. Please, let's. The coach himself should be mindful of the keeper, that is Mendy, the defense itself, and the attackers, because though the opponents they are so smart. Our opponents against tomorrow match, they are very, very smart, and they have very sharp attackers. So it's the kind of thing that we shouldn't play with. Okay, I just want to want to inform the head coach that is a game that you should not play with. That Mendy should be allowed to keep. Then, if it comes to a penalty, like the way he did sometimes ago, you should change him. Okay, please, Mendy should be allowed to keep. Please, because this is a good opportunity for us. Okay,
Fabian, thank you for your insight, your input. And big up to all my fans from Nigeria. I have a lot of people following from Nigeria, so big up to all of you following the Blue Lounge from Nigeria. Thank you, Fabian. All right,
thank you very much.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Welcome. It's a great thank you. It's a great insight. It's a great varied perspective on this matter. I can see both sides to it. To be honest, I can see, why people would want to see Kepa starting, purely for the fact that he did a fantastic job in the semi-final. He's on the up in his performances. So I can see the benefits of him starting, and his values increasing.
Allow me to keep tomorrow.
Okay, Fabian, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Sorry, Fabian. Yeah, there's a connection issue. There's a lag issue. Fabian, thank you very much for coming on, mate. I encourage everyone who has opportunity to come on, give me your thoughts and opinions. I'd love to hear from everyone. So big up to Fabian. Yeah. Listen, before we get into this preview and talk about the tactics and lineups and whatnot, I want to watch a video that was posted by Max Burton, one of the contributors on the Blue Lounge. He has his own channel, the Burton Bowlers. I'm actually going to put a link to the video that we're going to watch in the chat. So if anybody wants to watch it at their own leisure, you can do that. The link is in the chat. We are going to watch it on the screen now and discuss Palmeiras further, because Max goes into a little bit more details about the opposition. So you need to know who you're facing and what kind of football they play in order for you to be able to set up your lineup. So let's hear what Max Burton has to say.
So guys, today's my birthday, and what better way to celebrate than to bring back
Happy birthday, Max Burton. Let's continue.
The World Club Cup. So Chelsea, don't let me down. Welcome to my preview of Chelsea versus Palmeiras.
Welcome to the Burton Ballers. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and turn on that bell.
Yeah.
So mixed results on my birthday or the day after my birthday. So, but one of the results I have nightmares over is 2006, February the 11th, we played against Middlesbrough. And remember, Chelsea just came off back-to-back Premier League wins. And we, the season 2005, we only conceded 15 goals. So we go up to Middlesbrough, I'm thinking, yeah, another routine 3 points. But then we get beat 3-0. And that was the beginning of the end of our 2-year domination. So I'm hoping for a better result tomorrow so that I can celebrate. But let's not take Palmeiras for granted, because a lot of our fan base, because they don't know who these clubs are, they have a bit of disrespect for them. Like when we played Al Hilal the other day, people were saying, "Oh, we should be beating this team easily." No one, some half the fan base don't even know how good this team are. But because they're coming from a lesser continent, they thought that it was going to be a walkover. There are some decent players in their side. They've got a good manager in Jardim, who incidentally was linked to Chelsea a few years ago. The Portuguese manager was at Monaco at the time. And so they had, they played well, especially in the second half. They gave us a lot of problems. So let's not just belittle teams because we haven't heard of them, because there are some good teams out there outside of the European teams. And Palmeiras is one of those teams. They are a well-known team in South America with a rich history. And some of the players who've played for Palmeiras before are, we're talking about the game now is all about wing backs. And if these two wing backs had been playing today, anyone lucky enough to have these two wing backs in the side will be dominating world football, because we have Cafu. Everyone remember Cafu, the right back who had an illustrious career and mainly played in Italy. And they also got Roberto Carlos, who played for them, that excellent left back. And everyone remembers that goal that Roberto Carlos scored. Was it against France? Was it that wicked free kick? Oh yeah, I could watch that goal all day. So they've got those two. And Lucio, anyone remember Lucio? He played for them. Recent people who've played from Yeremina, who's at Everton now. And they've got Gabriel Jesus, who's playing his trade at Manchester City, and a guy who I've actually met when we played Barcelona. I was doing the stadium tour, and this is one of my all-time favourite players, and it's Rivaldo. Everyone remember Rivaldo? Fantastic player. He wasn't playing at the time; he retired at the time, but he was there for a match when we Barcelona, I think, as I said, in the Champions League. So, for those who do not know a lot about Palmeiras, I'm going to just do a breakdown, a quick tactical analysis. I've been doing my homework, unlike some of our fan base who don't do any homework and just expect us to turn up and beat these teams. So Palmeiras, they are managed by a Portuguese coach by the name of Abel Ferreira, and outside of Europe, he's considered to be one of the very top coaches in world football. So this guy, he knows his stuff. He's a very good tactician, a master tactician. We've had many good coaches come out of Portugal. Obviously, we used to be managed by one by the name of Jose Mourinho. So, what's their style of play? So this is going to be one. We had a debate. I was on the Blue Lounge the other day, and there was a debate between Boogeyman and Couch Critic. If you haven't subscribed to Couch Critic's YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to him. Great channel. So let me just tell you a little bit about their tactics. Now, they perform, and this will make Boogeyman laugh because of the debate that we had. They perform what you call a mid press. So they don't press. They are a very passive team. So what they do, they do not press high. They allow you to and take the ball up from your own half. And as soon as you get into their half, that's when they start pressing you aggressively. And another thing that Couch Critic mentioned, which would make Boogeyman laugh as well, is they set you traps. And the trap that they set is that they...
this is a preview of Boogeyman and Couch Critic getting into an argument very soon on the Blue Lounge. Let's continue.
They allow, as I said, they allow you to bring the ball forward, but if you pass the ball back, that's when that's when they start to come and press at you aggressively to try and force an error from the goalkeeper. So sometimes they'll push up high on the defenders, on the on the goalkeeper, to force the goalkeeper to kick the ball long and try to win possession that way. So I'm just gonna these tactics I'm getting, by the way, are from Total Football Analysis, and I'll put the link in the bio so that you can have a look at the tactics, because I'm just giving you sort of a synopsis of what this article's been saying. So if any of you want more in-depth information, read the article and you'll know what I'm talking about. So they are a team who are happy to give the opposition the ball. They are not a possession-based team, so they do like to just play sort of further back in a mid-block type of way. And when they do get the ball back, though, what they do, they try to hit you fast and hard on the break. They play more direct, and they push up their wing backs, and their wing backs are play wide. Their wingers are more inverted, and they like to play with a fluid number 9, and they try to, when they're attacking, try to make it into a 5. When they play the ball a bit longer, they bring a lot of people around their centre forward, so that they compete for the second ball. So they get those second balls, and they start to build the play from further up the field. As I said, in defence, when the opposition has the ball, they'll drop a bit deeper, and they'll they'll try to funnel the play through onto the wings, because the midfield area is congested. And so when the ball is switched out to the wide areas, that's when their fullbacks come into play. They're quite aggressive in trying to win the ball from the winger early.
Just to reiterate, I've seen a lot of people talking about Palmeiras over the past day or so, and the emphasis is on their strength in the wings. Their emphasis is on the pace that they have out wide. So That's a key factor in the way they play.
And there's a lot of overloads on one side. So what we need to do as a team, we need to try and switch the play quickly, because with all the overloads, if we can switch the play to the other side, then that can create opportunities. But when the ball is switched, the back three that they have, the defender on that other side, he comes across to try to cut out the passing lane. So they are quite organised, but they can be caught out on occasions. They are a team as well who scored the most headed goals in Brazil this season. So they are very good at and they
important fact. That is an important fact. They are good in the air. Most South American teams lack in that aspect, but this team don't. They are very good.
Do that, tend to try to get the crosses in a lot, and they've got people who can attack the ball in the air. So our defenders, Rudiger, Silva, they need to be really switched on for these crosses which are going to be coming in. So that's a little bit about their tactical style of play. And another thing as well, what they like to do is they like to pressure the deep lying playmaker, or the regista, which in our case is Jorginho. So Jorginho is going to get pressed a lot because they don't like them to be able to dictate the play from deep. So they force them into safe passes, like sideward, backward passes, which Jorginho does a lot of anyway. But he's not going to get the opportunity to try and dictate the play, because they're going to be on him really quickly. So that's another thing to watch out for. We got to remember as well, in Brazil, they take this competition very, very seriously. And another thing to note, Palmeiras is one of the biggest rivals are Corinthians, and Corinthians fans always taunt them, because Corinthians have won the World Club Cup, and it was against, you got Chelsea. They beat us 1-0, and so they're going to want to bring this trophy back to stop the opposition fans from taunting them that they've never won this game, this tournament before. So it's not going to be easy for us. We got to be on top of our game. We got to play to our maximum. So one good point, I'm hoping that Thomas Tuchel may be out now, because he's been tested negative, I believe. So the extra voice on the touchline should hopefully give us that advantage as well. So hoping for a good performance from our team, hoping that we will come out victorious, and we'll be bringing that trophy back home. So I hope you enjoyed a short tactical analysis of our opposition. And as I said, for further analysis, and if you want to read a bit more about them, then just check out the bio in the description below, and it will give you all the information you need to know about them.
Guys, I'm going to give you the link to the Burton Ballers in the chat in just a second. Why isn't it allowing me to copy the link? Control C. All right. So, guys, this is the link to the Burton Ballers in the chat. Do us a favor, click on it, go subscribe, and come back. Max Burton, great content on the regular. His channel is very underappreciated. I don't know why YouTube doesn't give him, or the YouTube algorithm doesn't give him the views that he deserves, because he does some fantastic work. All right, so lads, we have now watched the press conference. We have now seen a very good analysis or review of Palmeiras by Max Burton. Before we address the actual lineup that we're gonna be taking onto the pitch tomorrow, I want to get your thoughts on the game tomorrow. General thoughts on the game tomorrow. So who wants to go first? Yeah, you can just go right ahead.
I think I've popped into several streams this week just to try and get a feel for this game. Although I wish I hadn't, because to be quite honest, the streams I got on, I wasn't very pleased with. But looking at what Max said there, he was quite right. a lot of Chelsea fans, they don't know about these teams, and then they work on some ridiculous presumptions. I have to name names here. I don't name names of people from the Chelsea community. However, I do name names of broadcasters. And I will say more about Craig Burley after the game and some of the comments he's come out with. I think they're disgusting. I don't know how that guy ever played for Chelsea in the first place. And, he's a failed footballer with a chip on his shoulder and talking a lot of crap about anything to do with this club. But that aside, looking at Palmeiras, they are apparently a good team. As Max said, all of Brazil is against them and for us in this game, which I think has an advantage. But, and I put a big but there, a lot has been made about their wing play, which is good. A lot of it has been made about the way they attack. I think if they come at us with 5 attackers, we're going to slaughter them because we also come quick on the counter. I think we need to be careful with the wing backs. Our wing backs are not particularly fast. As far as Alonso, and Aspi, well, he's getting on, but I think Aspi will rise better to the occasion than Alonso. I think, I'm not going into the team selection yet because I know you want that a bit later, but I think a double pivot is crucial because we've got to have midfielders that are going to support the wing backs because of their counter-attacking style. But for all that's been said about these people, I hear, and I don't know for sure, but I hear their Achilles heel is their centre-backs. The same vein, Max says they're good in the air. So I don't quite know what to believe there. But if it's true, then that's another area we can punish them. All said and done, we've got to be very, very careful. We've got to play our game to the best of our ability, but we shouldn't be scared. We can turn this over. We play our game, we'll turn them over.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. We have 3 players in our squad who are from Brazilian origin. 2 are Brazilian, which is Thiago Silva and Kennedy. But you also have Jorginho, who is Italian but from Brazilian roots. And from my understanding, he is very keen on Brazilian football. He's so I don't think that we will be surprised in regards to the way they play. I think Thiago Silva knows how they play, which is a bonus for us because I believe Thiago Silva will be a big factor tomorrow. And I think so will Jorginho because...
as does Kennedy.
I agree, but I don't think Kennedy will start tomorrow. I think he will benefit the team from his insight. I mean, he was playing in Brazil just before he joined the squad. So if anyone is going to be able to enlighten us into the abilities of this team, it will be Kennedy. But I'm not sure if he will be starting tomorrow. But again, this is something we'll look at in a minute when we do the lineups. But yeah, I want to hear from the rest of the guys. I'm not sure if I should address what Podfather said in the private chat because I think it's actually quite important. It's actually quite important for context. Podfather, do you wanna tell us about it?
Yeah. So
it's important for context, to be honest. Yeah, go on.
It is. The funny thing is, obviously, Lukaku he turned off his socials. I think it was 2 months ago. So I'm surprised. He's back. He's back. Obviously a special occasion. But so apparently he was in a relationship with a young lady when he was in Inter Milan at the time, and but news has come to the fore that he broke up with her probably about a month and a half ago. What else happened? A month and a half ago. A certain dip in form. And anyway, so today she's come out on her social to announce to the world that she's single and ready to mingle. and he's responded by saying, if you have to force it, it doesn't fit. which is worrying. Obviously, they vote the final, and you're here, messaging your ex on social media. I mean, it's probably nothing, but it could be. Let's just say if it goes wrong tomorrow, I'm pretty sure some Chelsea fans will hold it against him. The fact that he seems to be getting involved in some drama when they think he should be fully focused on football and stuff. Especially as he's someone that hasn't tweeted or done anything on socials in a long time. It's very odd that this is the one time you come out and respond.
Yeah, I actually saw that by I wasn't sure if how accurate it was, but then I heard a lot of people talking about it because once he posted that screenshot on Snapchat, I think it was, saying if you have to force it, etc., etc. People were misreading it, and then she posted something, or he posted that in response to what she posted.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't care about their private lives, but what I do care about is where is his mind tomorrow? Is it going to be on that pitch? Is his mind, in scoring goals? Is he going to be 100% in that context? That's all I care about right now. But if it's been going on for a month, and it makes sense, for his dip in form. But he has scored a goal, and maybe that's why they're making it public now, because he actually put the ball in the back of the net. I don't know. I'm just clutching at straws here. But yeah, so there's that. Before we talk about the game, I was going to leave this to the end, but I'm going to do this now. I'm going to show you guys something now. Now, I've been very careful not to address a lot of these things because I didn't want to give them life, but this is something that I want to talk about because I think we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it, and I'm going to show you a post that I've posted, and I'm not going to post the post that the other person has posted, but this is what I posted. I posted this today in the afternoon. I posted this today in the afternoon after I saw it being posted by both Hakim Ziyech and Tony Rudiger. I actually took this picture from Tony Rudiger's post on Instagram. Afterwards, Chelsea posted this picture. Chelsea Football Club social media accounts. Now, if you guys don't understand the context, this is Hakim Ziyech, Malang Sarr, Kante, and Rudiger. So I got Malang Sarr and Kante mixed up. Kante, Malang Sarr, and Rudiger. They are standing outside a mosque in Abu Dhabi wearing a dishdasha, which is traditional Islamic clothing or Arab clothing. Now, today is Friday. Friday is an important day for Muslims. This is when they go and they pray as a group. We call it Jum'ah, pray, Salatul Jum'ah. Okay, so they went to perform one of their religious rituals at a mosque in that country, and they took a picture. Now, I personally saluted this because, firstly, it's teamwork. These are all part of the same team. They're going to play together. They have a very important game coming tomorrow. So, I'm pretty sure one of the things they were praying for is for success on the pitch tomorrow. And, I take all the praise right now. And, these players are doing that. Big up to them. Now, this post was greeted by a lot of support by Chelsea fans. A lot of Chelsea fans acknowledged this, and they welcomed this post, and they were very happy with it on Instagram and on Twitter. However, a few were not so happy. A few used this post to hold racist abuse at these players for posting this image. Now, there is nothing wrong with this image, no matter which way you look at it, because what they are doing is part of their personal freedoms. The fact that all four of them are friends, are brothers, are teammates, they're in the same picture together. For it to be used as a fuel for racism is out of order. But what I also did see, every single post that was made from people abusing these players, they were met by a whole load, by thousands of Chelsea fans on Twitter, putting them in their place and telling them these are our boys. We don't care what's their religion. We don't care what you want to nitpick at. What they are doing is part of their freedom. This is their time off. They're going to worship. It's not. There's nothing controversial about this image, and a lot of Chelsea fans did that. So I want to salute all the Chelsea fans who supported and stood by our players, and for those who tried to abuse them, look in the mirror. Look at what you're doing, and wake up. We are where we are because of contributions by these lads. Okay, by the other lads, by the team. We are where we are because of the team. Today, our team has Muslims, Christians, Jews, atheists. Our team has human beings in it, regardless of where they come from. They are human beings. They are part of Chelsea Football Club. Support them all or move on. Yeah, I'm saying it. Support the team or move on. Jog. We are Chelsea. We are united as a team. If you can't live with that, go elsewhere. Go find a team that supports racism, because we don't. We don't. So I just wanted to address that, and I know this is something that Carefree Lewis has also addressed. Worldwide Chelsea Sadiq has also addressed, and whoever is addressing this and putting people in their place, take my hat off to you guys, and I support you. So just wanted to bring that to people's attention. All right. Now, I know there's a couple of other points, but I don't want to give this too much time because this is a match preview. But I wanted to highlight that particular situation. All right. I'm going to go on to the lineups. Now, I have a couple that were sent in to me already. So let's have a look at those. Who do I have? I'll go with Bobby's first. Let me see up. All right. Now, guys, moving forwards, anybody who wants to send me their lineup, send it to me via DM. You don't have to be in the panel for us to discuss it. If you send me your lineups, I will post them on the screen and we will discuss them in the chat. I want to get some ideas and some opinions in respect to different potential lineups. So this is Bobby Smoke Signals lineup for tomorrow's game. Bobby has gone with a 3-4-3 formation. Edouard Mendy in goal. Good. Maling's... Hold on. I think you made a mistake there, Bobby. You got Kante as our left centre back. Is that a formational error, or do you think he was Maling's self? What's going on here? Oh, I see what you mean. Rudiger and Kante are in normal places. Okay. Yeah. So you got... I see what happened there. So you got Rudiger as left centre-back, Silva in the centre, Christensen on the right, Kante, Jorginho in the holding positions with Alonso and Azpilicueta as our wing-backs. You're playing Mason Mount and Hakim Ziyech as our 2-10s, with Romelu Lukaku as our striker. Let me hear your breakdown on this lineup, man.
Yeah, I mean, I went 3-4-3 because they play a mid-block, or is that 3-4-3-1? Sort of, because they play a mid-block, I felt it was important to be a little bit packed in midfield in terms of flexibility in there. This team is selected out of basically what we have, and bearing in mind that we have 5 substitutions to use. So I expect all 5 subs to be used. I don't think everybody that's starting will necessarily finish. However, the back 3, basically picks itself. Rudiger on the left, Thiago center, Christensen I've gone for ahead of Chalobah, but it could be either. Chalobah has an advantage because of his physicality and his speed. Christensen is no slouch, physicality slightly a bit less, but he's more experienced. The wing backs left and right. Aspie on the right. I don't know. Somebody was saying that Reece James may even be on the bench. I was thinking, wow, okay, well, if he's that fit, if he comes
who said that? Tell me who said that.
It was
Tell me
on
who said
another
that.
stream. It was on
Yeah,
another
who said it? Who said it? Can you tell us who said it?
I can't remember the name of the guy, to be honest. It was on Gem's stream.
Okay.
There was a lot of, it's quite a chaotic situation there. So people are saying all sorts of things. Well, this guy's quite adamant that he will be able to play. And fair enough, if he is, I don't expect him to come in early anyway. But anyway, it's Aspie at the moment on the right. Chalobah perhaps, but Aspie definitely. Centre midfield, this is where I think is crucial. I've gone for Jorginho and Kante. Now, Kante hasn't really been on good form of late, but this is his game. This is his game in that there's a lot of breaking up to do with these Brazilians. And Jorginho, although he may be a bit of a target in terms of trying to press him, I think Kante will do a job there to support both Aspie and particularly Alonso. And that's why it's important to have Rudiger behind Alonso to facilitate both Aspie and Alonso to go forward. Now, the front 3 is what I found a little bit challenging in that, Ziyech, I think, is one player that has earned his place. It could have been either Mount or Havertz. It could have been either Pulisic or Havertz along with him. But I've gone for Mount because Mount has that endeavour, and he'll put a shift in no matter what, especially in a final. As I've said, there are 5 subs. I think Pulisic will be effective at some point in this game as well. And maybe even a Timo Werner, who knows? Clearly up top, I know they'll go for Lukaku. 1, for his mental state, and 2, because of his value. I mean, okay, he scored in the semi-final. I don't think he had a good semi-final at all. Now, if you don't perform at the World Club Cup final, you shouldn't be playing football at this level. So that's the team I picked. I felt we have to go with experience. We have to go with the best at the time. Kepa's slightly unlucky, but you have to go with who we declared as the number 1 goalkeeper, and that was Mendy.
All right. Today I actually have my own lineup that I will be showing you guys in a minute. But Bobby, I wanna address your team as follows. I totally agree with what you've got here because I can see why you've done it. I mean, looking at Palmeiras and their strength on the wings, you are going to need to be able to block that, and that's why you've gone with 3 at the back, because the 3 at the back with the wing backs, you do have a bit more strength when it comes to stopping their wingers advancing. However, I am reluctant to do this with Alonso. Had we have had our regular wing backs, I would definitely have played this formation with Ben Chilwell and Reece James. But I'm concerned about Alonso. I'm going to say I've gone with the same. Let me see. Have I gone with the same in the holding midfield? I have gone with the same holding midfielders as you have. However, we know that Jorginho and Kovačić normally put a better partnership together than Jorginho and Kante. However, you can't not play Kante in this final, and I think you cannot drop Kovačić. You cannot drop Jorginho with the effect and abilities that he has against a Brazilian side. So it's an interesting lineup. Again, Lukaku, I think we have to start him for many a reason. A lot of them are financial. And after hearing what I've heard recently about his personal life, I think maybe it's also a good way to cement his morale or his motivation by giving him something bigger to focus on. And
Can I say one last thing, if I may?
Yeah.
This player isn't even on the selection board for this because he's so new in the squad. But there's always
Kennedy.
There's always that one player that a manager tends to bring out and it surprises everybody. I have a feeling that one player could be Kennedy because, honestly, Alonso's not my choice at left wing back in this game, but he's the only one we seem to have. Now, if Kennedy...
I wouldn't be against that. I wouldn't be against that. No.
Well, it all depends on if he's fit, if he's been doing it in training. If he has, I would put him on.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against it. As long as he has been able to show chemistry with the squad. Because we haven't seen him play with them since the pre-season, so I think Tuchel will probably be the best one to make that judgment. Boogeyman, are you there? Because I'm about to go onto your squad. Are you there, Boogeyman? All right, we've lost Boogeyman. So I will go and show my squad. Oh, he's back.
I just have to say something quick to my
all right. No problem. All right, Boogie. So let's have a look at your squad, Boogeyman. Actually, Showtime has sent me a squad as well. All right, I'll look at Showtime's squad as well. I'll bring that on the screen in a minute. Let's have a look at Boogeyman's. Interesting. I don't know. I've gone down a different way to both of you guys. But let's have a look. So Boogeyman has 3-4-3 again. You've got Chalobah instead of Christensen. I can see that happening. You got Jorginho, Kovačić in midfield, and you went with the same attack apart from you've dropped Lukaku, and I can't see that happening. Let me hear it, Boogeyman. Let me hear it.
I will just. I don't want to repeat Bobby in the middle. Kovačić. I put Kovačić there because of what he has gave us the last few games, and I see why Kante can be put back in that position. And Kovačić, Kante, they offer pretty much close to the same thing, but Kante work rate breaking position attack is more will be needed, especially that those Brazilians are technically sound. That's what I heard. So it will be needed someone that can take the ball off those Brazilians and at least pass it back and protect our back three. So in that way, I think Kante will offer more. And at the same time, if we can have 70 or 80% of Kante that we know, the one that played the Champions League final and the semi-final and the quarterfinal, I think the midfield will be safe with Kante, Jorginho. And in the worst-case scenario, Kovačić will come back in and substitute Kante, give him some rest if it is needed. So I have no problem with Kante starting. When it comes to Alonso, of course, I would like to put Kennedy there, but listen, we don't know too much about him. He hasn't started any official game. I don't know how he will handle final against his own countrymen. So I just think Alonso will start that position while Kennedy can be waiting, and in case Alonso is injured or something happened, then Kennedy can go in it. But I still think Alonso will start. And we tend to forget that when Tuchel came into Chelsea at the beginning, it was Alonso, Aspi that were playing those positions. So and he trusts them. It's just a final. A final is just a final, and you come in, you prepare yourself mentally, you start down, you start running, and then you start getting the feelings. And Alonso can play against any opposition if he prepare himself mentally, and it is a final. Just play it and win it. That's all it is. It's a 90-minute or 120-minute. You go there, you just play. Aspi will start. He's the captain. His work rate are always amazing. A respected guy, and we need some leadership with Jorginho is good. Chalobah is there just because he's more physical and he provides more forward passes and running with the ball. I understand the fact that when it comes to technical ability, Christensen has shown more, but I think in this position we need more physicality, especially we have Aspi that is not tall and not as technical limited. I think I'll put Chalobah for his physicality and his forward movement with the ball. So that's what he's shown us. Hopefully after the injury, he still got those. Ziyech put himself in that lineup. There's no way Ziyech will be dropped. This is the final. Listen, Mount has to start for me, to be honest. When it comes to have a position, I won't talk about it. And if Tuchel has the balls, I will mention that if Tuchel has the balls, he has to show it tomorrow. And if he doesn't have the balls, whatever happened. That's all I can say for the top position.
Tuchel has balls. I can guarantee you that. But I'm saying this. I think. Where's the echo coming from, man? Nick, seriously, mate. It's getting ridiculous. It really is getting ridiculous.
I'm on mute, so I don't know what you.
No, I let you just put you on mute.
Yeah. I've sent you my team, by the way. It's on your.
I've seen it, but I've seen it. But you need to sort it out in on Foothead there, Nick. All right, Boogeyman, your attacking players, all three of them are on my team. All three of your attackers are on my team, and I'll show you my team in due course. Before I go to my team, I'm going to show you Showtime's team. Showtime, Assalamu alaikum. How are you, Habibi? You good?
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening, all.
Good evening, Showtime. Showtime. I don't know, Showtime. I'm not feeling a team, mate. I'm not feeling a team.
It's okay.
All right, let's have a look at Showtime's team. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not feeling it. Before you get into it. Showtime has gone with a 3-4-3 setup.
More like a 3-4-2.
Sorry?
More like a 3-4-2-1.
3-4-2-1, correct. 3-4-2-1. With Kepa in goal. You've got Mendy on the left, Rudiger on the right. Jorginho Kante, like I said, I can see that happening. You're going with Pulisic as a left wing back. I can see that. No issues there. You've dropped Hakim Ziyech. You've got Mount and Havertz. Sorry?
Mendy on the left and Rudiger on the right.
Is that what I said? I said Malang Sarr.
Oh, okay.
On the left.
Okay.
Did I say Mendy?
Yeah, but it's okay. Now I get you because I can't see very well.
Yeah, no, my bad. If I said Mendy, my bad. No, because I was surprised not to see Mendy in goal. So I probably said Mendy on the left and Rudiger on the right. No, it's Malang Sarr on the left and Rudiger on the right. And then you've got Havertz on the left wing position and Mount on the right wing position with Lukaku as the striker. So you've dropped Ziyech. You have brought in Pulisic. You have You've got Malang. I mean, I don't understand why not just play Rudiger on the left and Chalobah or Christensen on the right. I don't know why you've gone with Malang Sarr in that position. All right, short time. Let me hear it. Explain it to me, my brother. Let me hear it.
I mean, okay, Chalobah, we don't know if how much form he has, how much strength he has to go.
Fitness, sure.
Yeah, fitness wise,
sure.
Stamina wise, if he's going to be able to play a whole 90 minutes, is he going to be able to keep up with the pace of the Brazilians? I like Sarr because he's physical and also he's fast as well. I like him I like Rudiger on the right as well because, I mean, we saw him play on the right. He's solid there. He gives Aspie a little bit of a cover when Aspie slow as get beat. So that's good as well. I just think that's more continuity because they have played with each other for these past couple of weeks and they're in form, all three of them. So I'd rather just keep it something that we are seeing. I mean, Christensen, you don't know. 1 minute he wants to play a whole 40. 1 minute he wants to play 90 minutes. The next minute he wants to play 45. So we don't know what we're going to get from him. I'm not dropping Kai Havertz and Lukaku. I think that pair works. The only reason I dropped Hakim Ziyech was because Chelsea's wonder boy, as you may say, I put that in quotes, has to play. I mean, I don't think he would drop Mount if Mount is in form. So I just think that Hakim Ziyech has to give room for Mason Mount to play.
I think you are mistaken. Tuchel will drop anyone. I don't think Tuchel has that mindset that we attribute to previous managers, especially in respect to Mason Mount. I think Tuchel has dropped Mason Mount many a time. When he saw him, he wasn't putting in the performances. I'm not saying that he should drop Mason Mount. In fact, you will see that I haven't dropped Mason Mount. I think Mason Mount is starting to play very well. I think his last game, him and Ziyech put in the kind of shift that earns them a start in the final. I'm going to go with my team. I will show you my team, and then we will work on my team in respect to our combined 11. So this is what I've gone with. Let me see, where is it? Here it is. Okay, so I've actually gone for a different formation. I've gone for a 4-2-3-1 formation. I have elected to play Malang Sarr as my left back because I think Malang Sarr provides us with strength and pace that is definitely going to be required against Palmeiras. I've also gone with Azpilicueta as my right back purely because I think he is the best person in the team to do that job. With Mendy in goal, discussed Mendy earlier, Rudiger and Thiago Silva as my two centre backs. Now I was in I had a bit of a conflict with myself if I should go with Jorginho and Kovačić or Jorginho and Kante. And I'll be honest with you, I was not thinking about dropping Jorginho unless he is injured because we need someone to dictate the flow of the game, and no one can do that better than Jorginho. Maybe Jorginho is not everyone's cup of tea, but I think for me, in this game, he is crucial in a cup final, and he's the person who has won every cup final that he's played in over the past 2 year and a half, apart from the FA Cup when we lost to Leicester City. Kante, I think you need someone to win that ball back, and you need someone to break up their play, and that's what I brought in Kante to do. Now, in respect to the attack, Ziyech has been playing out of his skin the past 4 or 5 games. One of our most threatening players in every single game. With Ziyech on the pitch, you can see goals being created or being scored from outside the box by Hakim Ziyech. Mason Mount, we all know about his press, we all know about his determination, his desire to succeed, desire to win, especially with this club, his childhood club, his boyhood club. Kai Havertz, a serial winner, and I think he will be the one that can connect the dots when it comes to our attack. And Romelu Lukaku, well, he scored in the semi-final, so he's not going to be dropped for the final. Regardless of whether we think he should start or not, he will be starting tomorrow. That's my predicted lineup. Now, I want to hear what you guys think, and then we can address any changes that we want to do. So let me know what you think about my lineup, lads. And just before we do that, I want to just check something. I want to check the poll, because I put a poll to see who should start, Mendy or Kepa. We've had 141 votes, 61%. Yeah, that's a lot. 61% have asked for Mendy, and 39% have asked for Kepa. So yeah, we'll say 60-40. 60-40 towards Mendy. Thank you to everyone who has voted in that poll. Appreciate you.
Like,
All
what is
right,
testimony for Kepa? Like, I'm pretty sure if you run that survey last year, probably he'll be having less than 5%, and right now he's at 30-something%. So at least it is a big positive for him, right?
yeah,
now, I'm happy for him.
Kepa's done all right. Yeah.
And the other thing I would like to say, probably a lot of people won't agree with me, but we tend to forget that Kepa has some consolation in French, but like his salary is way bigger than Mendy. So whether we play him or not, he has something to be happy with anyway. So I think Mendy should play the final. With people getting too much sentimental, I mean, what would you? For me, anyways, I think money also comes to everything. He's winning a lot of money. Mendy is way too less. So whether Mendy started or not, we should not be worried about Kepa not being fair to Kepa. It's not fair to Mendy anyway. So Mendy the best play. The best player will have to play. For me, anyways.
Yeah. No. This comment from Mohammed saying switch Mount and Havertz. Listen, I see what you're saying, but to be honest, I think all three players will be switching during the game. I can see Mount going out left, Ziyech going out right, and being in the centre. That's the beauty of these three players. They can all interchange. And to be fair, one thing that was very important in the selection of this team, and why I've gone with Mason Mount in particular, is because last time we looked at the attackers, and all three of them were left-footed. We didn't have a single right-footed attacker, apart from what was Mason Mount playing? Mason Mount was playing in the 8 last game, wasn't he?
Yeah,
was he playing in the? He came off the bench. Yeah. Yeah. So it's important to have to have a bit of diversity when it comes to foot preference, I guess, shooting foot. Yeah. So let me hear it. What did you guys figure the lineup?
Yeah, in terms of your team, I like it. I would have gone for a 4-3-3 as well. My only thing is, because we don't know too much about the team tomorrow, we haven't really played against them, I'll be slightly cautious. I would have gone with all three midfielders, Kante, Kovačić, and Jorginho, as a 3 in midfield. And
Hold on,
then
one second. So you would have done this. Who in midfield?
I would have gone with Jorginho, Kovačić, and Kante.
Probably
Jorginho, Kovačić,
in the middle.
and Kante.
Yeah, Jorginho in the middle, Kante and Kovačić either side of them. Kante on the right, Kovačić on the left.
Yep. What about the attack?
Yes, and then I would have. Mason Mount didn't impress me at all. And if we're talking about form, I'm not playing him. He didn't play well against Plymouth for me, and he didn't play well. He didn't play well in the when he came on for the last 20 minutes or whatever. Even though it was a short time, but still, he didn't really impress me in that game. I thought Kai Havertz played well, so I'd have to stay with him. And I thought Ziyech was probably our best attacker in that game, so he has to play for me. Now, the only problem with that is we have the same issue of the 3 left footers, which could be an issue. But if I'm just going with players based on form, then that's the 3 I would go for. Also, because I think they play a 3 at the back. They play 3-5-2, Palmeiras. So,
they do.
Yeah, and I think it depends on who got the scouting right. But if they have an aerial issue, that you want your two tallest players playing, and that's going to be your two tallest attackers, and that's going to be Lukaku and Havertz, and then your best crosser, and that's going to be Ziyech. So yeah, this is the team I would have gone for. Personally,
I like the team. I will probably switch Havertz for Mount though, for sure. Because I feel like every time Havertz play, he like doing those 1-2 like in the close space. And in this team, unless Jorginho play close to Havertz, we need someone that can actually do like control the ball, pass it, control the ball, and all this. But then I don't. And the other thing with those teams, when you have Jorginho and Kovacic and Kante playing, their instinct tend to be defensive. Like you remember that game we played against Manchester City. Tuchel say it wasn't intended to be a defensive lineup. It's just to give more insurance and more physicality and technicality into the midfield. But then all of them just become a defensive. We'd end up playing three defensive midfielders. So their instinct, because that's the position they've been playing for how many?
Yeah, but I think that was different because it's against Man City and they pressed us. We couldn't even get our own half. I don't think that's going to be the case tomorrow. From all accounts, these guys are like to sit deep and counter. So I think it'd be a lot easier for Kante and Kovacic to drive the ball forward. I just don't want to take any risk with this team tomorrow. And the occasion, we have to treat it like a final that it is. And final, you don't go gun ho and play like 4 or 5 attackers and all that sort of stuff. And so yeah,
I think I can see why this decision has been made, but you can give a team too much respect. I mean, come on, you go into a final with caution. But you also go into a final with that little bit of arrogance, chest held up high, and you go for it. These guys are good, but come on, what are we scared of?
No, listen, I don't think it's going to be that defensive. This team, I think when Kovacic and Kante are on their game,
we shouldn't play all 3 of our main midfielders.
One gets hurt,
you've got 5 substitutions you can make. I think that is gone home. I think we should play our 2 pivots. That is safe enough. And then we look for players that are mobile. They can help support the midfield because of their mid block. But we also look to be a threat in front. We've got to push. We've got to get these people turning. We've got to be direct. What Brazilians want is for us to be playing tippy-tappy and all this messing around in midfield. We've got to be direct. We've got to have people that are going to be pinging balls left, right, and center. Hakim Ziyech is one of those that will ping a few crosses here and there. I think Mount will hassle them. And Lukaku, for his size, if he's in the mood, he can give them problems as well. I would not play all 3 of our main midfielders as a start with 5 substitutions.
So I think. Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, go on.
When did we play 4 at the back and with our 2 main midfielders? When?
No, we've not. That's the point. Exactly. I want to try something. But that's my point. I want to try something different.
Do you want to try something different in the final?
Yes, because it's conservative. Okay. It's not radical. Like I'm just putting on 4 or 5 attackers. We're talking about three midfielders who can play box to box and one that can play defensive. It's not exactly a risk. Yeah, one and then 2 because we have 5 substitutions. Yeah, you have multiple ways to change the game if it's not working. But you start with the other way around. You go all attacking, and then you only have really defensive options in terms of midfield to bring on. So all of these control of the game early, have them hemmed in their half and in their own box, and then begin to play. The way I think you guys are looking at names and assuming that having 3 guys there. in my formation, Kovačić is fully attacking in this formation. He's not doing the defensive work. He's playing like he played against Liverpool. He's taking shots. He's driving. He's going
Can I
past.
ask you a question though? Where do Kovačić start his run from? Probably from the deep position.
Not in this formation, because like I said, they're going to be playing ahead. They're going to be playing almost like 2-8s. Kante and Kovačić for me in this formation. They're not going to be playing as a pivot.
No, sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. I'm just saying the fact is Kovačić has been playing from the deep for Chelsea for the last 6, 7, 8, even since Tuchel took over, even under Lampard, if I'm not exaggerating. How many times have you seen Kovačić in the box, in opposition box? Pretty much rarely. Because that's his game. Even Kovačić he was trying to pass the ball. We need someone that knows his job at this point is actually to score goal, to overload the attacker, to get close to Lukaku. If Lukaku is there, you have to be pretty much like a second striker. We cannot.
Let me just land. You got to be brave. You've got to be brave. This is too, timid. Bobby, they're a good team, but we're a better team.
Bobby,
we go out there and we show them we are a better team. We are Chelsea, the European champions. You hold your chest out high, you shore it up at the back, but you go for it. Putting our three midfielders there is defensive, is timid.
No, but Bobby,
they're coming to scare us.
No. Bobby, you're looking at names. Kovačić has
I know they play.
No, Kovačić
as much as you do.
No. Kovačić has the most dribbles. He's our most creative player. He's created chances. He scores goals. He has assists.
Well, then it's either or.
It's
either or. You either play Kovačić or Kante. You don't play them both.
Yeah,
come on, you've got to be strong. Be strong. Go out there and win.
All right, guys. We'll talk about that in a second. Let me have a vote on this. Yes or no? Boogie, this formation, these players, yes or no?
Jorginho, Kante, and Havertz.
I'll read it out.
Yeah, sorry, thank you.
Mendy in goal. Malang Saw in the left back. Aspi in the right back. You got Rudiger and Silva as our two centre backs. Jorginho and Kante, two holding midfielders. You have Kai Havertz in the false 9 / centre 10. Ziyech as the right-sided 10. Mount left-sided 10 with Lukaku as our striker.
Listen, I agree. The 3-10 or the two winger and Havertz, they will be interchanging their position. Hopefully, tomorrow is the game, right? And
yes.
Hopefully, Ziyech find his feet again. Does not really shy from taking shots from the outside. We need those shots to start coming in. Like we're just going to rain shot on that goalkeeper and see how it end. And we need to play close to Lukaku. If he starts, we cannot go there and just have a spearhead like Lukaku standing 20 or 40 meters away from all the other players. It's just not going to work. We need to get close to him. So I like the fact that Havertz is in the lineup. I like the fact that Mount is there.
Is that supposed to be a yes or no, Boogie?
So
is that yes or no?
Listen, are you feeding me? Do you pay my food? Do you pay anything? You just let me talk, man.
Yeah, that's all you do is talk.
Yeah, but I will keep talking.
This is a talk show, Nick. It's a talk show. Let him talk.
Yeah, so I'm happy that those three are there. In the worst case scenario, listen, I would like to see Pulisic where Mount is, but I think when it comes to sub, I think Pulisic should come in again also because he's also technically sound also. So that's all I can say at this one.
So is that yes or no, Boogie?
Yes, no, now I will say yes after finishing my talk.
Thank you.
Sammy, you got Saul on the left, which is really interesting, and I'm not against it. Is it left wing back or left back?
Left back. No way left wing back. Left back. Bobby, the way I'm envisioning this is we could see this formation switch from 4 at the back to 5 at the back. with either Ziyech dropping back or Mason Mount dropping back. Or maybe even Kante or Jorginho falling back, and the players going out wider. That is a potential strategy. However, I don't think we'll need to do that. I think Malang Sarr will do the simple things right. And this is what we need in a final. We need a player who is doing the basics right. He will grab that ball, he will run up that flank and just do a simple pass rather than try to do something and end up losing it and then, giving the ball away. I think Malang Sarr is good at holding the ball and keeping possession. And this is why I've not risked playing Alonso. I just don't think he will be good for us in a final. Maybe second half if we need to increase our attack and threat, bring him on, maybe. But at the moment, I'm thinking we'll play it simple, and I think this is the best way to go.
We've got to watch out for the officials as well tomorrow.
Of course,
I don't know who they are.
I haven't checked. Yeah, that's a good point. I haven't checked.
I think it's brilliant. We've got these players with a defensive mind, but I think we should have a big eye going forward. They're going to be scared of us, believe me. Trust me. They're a good team, but they're going to be scared of us big time, and we've got to give them something to be afraid of.
Do you know? I wouldn't be against what Boogeyman said in adding the likes of Pulisic to the attack. A bit of legs. So what do you think about that?
It's still let me mute myself.
And he's a finisher as well. I'm tempted. I'm very tempted, but I can see Pulisic coming off the bench. I think he's a good card to play later on in the game.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely a great card to play later on in the game. I hope we don't need to, because I hope these guys can kill off the game in the first half. I think, in a final, it won't play like a regular game. It will not play like a regular game. There'll be a lot of nervous people out on that pitch, and then there'll be a lot of people who do not want to lose that game. So things could, could go weird, man. Let me hear from Showtime. So, sorry, Bobby, was that yes? Was that yes then?
Sorry, yes, for Pulisic or for Sarr?
No, for the formation and the lineup.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, as I keep harping on about, we got 5 subs, so that we don't need to put everything out there, on the start. We've got people that can come in and make a difference, and Pulisic is certainly one of those.
Yeah, I just want to address a comment by Barry Burton. He says Lukaku out. My answer to you is that's what she said. All right, let's go to Showtime.
Great response. Great response. I mean, I like it. I just hope those 310s, like you referred to them, they're playing together and they're looking to feed off each other and not just individual work, because sometimes you see a lot of individuality between the Mount and the likes of Havertz. So I just feel like if they play like a unit, like a solid unit, they will probably score at least 3-4 goals off this formation right here. And I mean, I don't mind dropping one of the likes of Havertz or the likes of Ziyech or Mount and bringing in Pulisic to start. I mean, so we can have a player that can take on players 1v1. I think that's important as well. But I mean, it's fine with me. I'm okay with it. I don't have a problem with it.
All right, sweet. I'm nervous to ask Podfather, but I'm going to have to. Podfather, what do you reckon, man? Pod? Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Pod is not there. Nick Blue.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm allowed to speak now, yeah?
You are? Just be quick.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'm joking. Take your time. Take your time.
First of all, I don't think Tuchel will go with a back 4. I know your team is not bad. If it was a back 4, I would do the same. Put Sarr there. But I wouldn't have Mounts in there. The team I picked was 3-4-3. I would have had Rudiger, Silva, Christensen, Alonso on the left, Aspi on the right. and I have Kovačić in the middle, and I would have had Havertz, Lukaku, and Ziyech, basically on form. But yeah, because Mount didn't do that much in the last game and the last few games really. So I would have Mount on the bench, Pulisic on the bench, Werner, just in case we need them. But that's why I know Tuchel likes Mount a lot, but really it should be Havertz because he's starting to play now. Ziyech, you can't drop Ziyech.
All right, Nick, you have compared Mason Mount and Havertz.
Sorry?
Do you think you have compared Mason Mount and Havertz?
Yeah, go on.
Do you think they are the same type of player?
No, they're not. I know Mount does a lot of running. He does a lot of running. Up and down. He's more like a running player. But Havertz has more skill. Havertz can get a better cross, and he has the potential to beat someone more than Mount. I'm just basically, and the other thing is, the last game Havertz was playing good with Lukaku. They had a little chemistry, so I don't want to ruin it now. When he's just getting there. That's the only reason. Mount's a great player. Don't get me wrong, but I will have him on the bench.
That's what I agree with. I think Havertz and Lukaku is a great pair. I don't think you bring in anybody else to play with Lukaku right now.
Because they're just getting to... Havertz and Lukaku play better than Mount and Lukaku. Lukaku and Mount I can't see them getting along too good.
Yeah, because Mount plays a little selfish and greedy.
Yeah, exactly. Selfish. When Lukaku was free and he wouldn't pass it to him.
All right. I wanna bring in somebody who is new. Let me just switch screens. Okay, so I have Emmanuel Salfo. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day. Tell me where you're from and let me hear your views, man.
I'm from Virginia, in around Washington D.C. area in the United States. And
welcome.
You know me by name. I don't know why the Emmanuel came on, but I usually use Big E. So you know me by Big E.
I know you, and I've spoken to you before one time.
Yeah. I've been watching.
I remember you.
I've been watching you.
Welcome.
I've been watching you since you started the YouTube, and you've been excelling. So I'll go ahead for you to talk before I continue.
No, I have nothing to say. Listen, you started by praising me, so I'll go back and give you as much time as you want. So let me hear it, man. Tell me your thoughts and your feelings about the game tomorrow.
Hey, I've been enjoying you guys overwhelmingly. You guys are so sophisticated, and I like everything that you are doing. You wouldn't believe that all of us here are watching you, and I really like the way you handle it respectfully, because it's not that those little children watching you guys from elsewhere only, but you have grown-ups also, highly dedicated people also watching you. So I like the setting without wasting much time. I think much has been said. So I sent a message that this is as simple as ABCD. This is not a period where we would say that Kepa is doing very well. We know how long it has taken us to be able to come to face this kind of tournament, a decade. So you get a chance like this, you don't say Kepa has done very well, and therefore I'm going to put Kepa in. This is, to me, is common sense. You usually take the best that you have. So if Mendy is fit to play, there's no way you should put Mendy on the bench and let Kepa, go in and say that because Kepa has been doing very well. To me, I would never, and a very rational coach would never do that, because we did that previously. It seems last year or so. If you guys have forgotten, I don't know whether it was Bobby or this Boogie or Bobby. Somebody said in just few a year ago or so when we had the finals against Leicester City FA Cup. Oh my goodness, we all know that Kepa is so good. Nobody would say Kepa isn't good. But there is only one weakness. As Mendy has weakness in catching penalties, we also know that Kepa is also very weak when it comes to diagonal, long range, top corner balls. He stands in like, I'm sorry to say, I don't know whether it is by his height, it is due to his height. Every type of ball that is diagonally shot from long range going to the top corner, Kepa can catch it. Whereas Mendy can easily flip the ball over the bar. So if you put Kepa in and some balls like that comes, there's no way he's gonna catch it. And this is only one time, and then we're gonna regret. Next time we're gonna use, and people will easily forget. So to me, if Mendy is fully fit, please put him in there for him to save the balls. If you are unable to, score and it goes to penalties, maybe 5 minutes or so, you bring Kepa in for him to come and try where he's good at. Because this is strategy, this is soccer. It's not a game of favoring somebody or something when you know that he can do it. So period, this is what I have to say.
Yeah, you know what, Biggie? You're spot on. But at the same time, I don't remember who did say it because it was a while ago. But someone did say we should play Kepa because he played in all the rounds and he played well and he should take the final. And we saw what was it? The guy, the Belgian dude for Leicester. He had a great shot from outside the box, and once saw that coming. Like, why did we start Mendy? But I will say this. I don't have a problem in the decision that we made regarding the FA Cup final with Kepa and Mendy, because the FA Cup final, if we don't win it this season, we can always win it next season, and Chelsea have the ability to do that. However, this tournament, and this is the thing. This is why I don't understand why some people appreciate this tournament. To win this trophy, it isn't 2 games. It's an entire season of hard work to qualify for the Champions League.
Sure.
And then it's an entire season of almost perfect form to win the Champions League, and then we're in this tournament. So it's really hard to win this trophy. It isn't 2 games. These 2 games we're playing now, this is the icing, or this is the cherry on the icing. So I will play.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
I will. Cheers, brother. I will play my best 11. My best 11. I am not going to give emotions, or I'm not going to give that any time. Not in this game. I will do rotate, do all that kind of stuff, but not in this final, because this final is taking us, 10 years, 11 years. It's taken us 11 years to be in this game. All right, and we've only been in this position once before, and it was against a Brazilian team who knocked us out. So hopefully this time it'll be a different story. Biggie, stick around. Just make sure your mic is switched off when you're not talking, and I want you to take part in the discussion. And listen, people in the chat, unless I will have very few closed streams moving forward. Most of my streams will be open, so everyone is able to join. And when you join, you can stay for as long as you want, or for as short as you want. The next closed stream will be on Sunday, but tomorrow's stream, for example, it will be open. So please feel free to jump on. Just make sure your mic is not active when you're not talking. All right, guys.
Thank you. Okay, goodbye, guys.
Are you going? All right,
Thank you.
Emmanuel. Emmanuel, thank you. Good to have you. Good to have you, Emmanuel. Always a
You're
pleasure.
welcome.
Thanks for your support, brother. Thanks for your support.
Okay, sir.
Cheers. Guys, the game tomorrow. The game tomorrow is... I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be very, very stressed out. It's going to be intense. It's going to be intense. How are you guys feeling about the game? We've done a little bit of research in regards to Palmeiras. We know what our team is looking like. We know Tuchel is here. And I'll be honest with you guys. Once I saw the tweet that his test is negative and that he's traveling, it made me feel so much more relaxed. I'm still nervous, but I'm a little bit more relaxed about the game tomorrow, knowing that Tuchel is there, because he makes a massive difference when he's there physically. So I want to know how you guys are feeling about this.
Can I answer this one? Start with this one.
Yeah.
Let me start.
How you?
Oh, go on.
Go on, Nick.
No, it's all
Up
right.
to you guys. Up to you guys.
I'm the last, so I'm used to being last. So go on, Ken.
Sorry, bro. Sorry, Nick. I just listen. Mo, how you're feeling is normal. I understand. Sometimes I think, and it's just how I feel. I think some Chelsea fans try to undermine this competition, so it's a bit of a self-protection thing because they know how much it means. I'm going to be all over the place. I know it. I know because I know what it means. This is massive to Chelsea Football Club. Don't underestimate it. If you're nervous, so you should be. You carry that energy and wish that team across the line. It is a big game. So all of you, I don't know what we're going to do, what the therapy is. Maybe Mo's going to live stream. I don't know.
I am. I'll be.
That's even going to make us even more nervous. I don't know. But I tell you what, lads, this is what it's all about, isn't it? This is what it's all about. This is why we're here for such a time as this, to witness our club walk into greatness. We need that trophy. So don't worry if you're nervous. We're all going to do it together.
Yeah, spot on. Nick, let me hear it. I don't want you to go last, mate. Go on. Second place. Let's go.
It's a massive game, like Bobby said. Of course, we want to win it. I know I said it's not as big as other competitions, which is, for me, it's not. But we still want to win it because we haven't won it. It'd be nice to win it, and I'm glad Tuchel is going to be there on that line, up and down, shouting, waving his hands, because that's what they're going to need tomorrow. And with Tuchel there, I have every confidence we go and win it. Without Tuchel, it's different, but he's not just a manager. He's there. You see the assistant manager, he just sat there. Tuchel would be up and down and go mad, who doesn't put a shift in. So as long as Tuchel's there, I'm very confident. We should be beating this team or any other team. It's like when we had City in the Champions League final, I wasn't nervous. I had a feeling we can go and beat them. When we play to our best, we are the best in the world. And we will prove it tomorrow.
Yeah, do you know what, Nick? Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I am more nervous about facing Palmeiras than I was about facing City.
Yeah, same here.
And the reason being is I know what City. Yeah, exactly. I know what City's all about. I know what they're all about. I know what to expect. Palmeiras, I have an inkling. I've done my research. I've read about them. I've looked at stats and whatnot. But that isn't the same as me knowing. I could tell you how Sterling is going to run. I can tell you how Gundogan and how De Bruyne, when he has that ball on the edge of the box, if he's got a little bit of space, we're in trouble. I know these things about the opposition, but I guess Palmeiras,
because
I'm not going to know that.
We know the players, but with Palmeiras, we don't know. We don't know them that well. Who do we know really well? Like we know any other players in the Premiership. So it's they're the underdogs. It's up to us to go and win it. I think we will. I'll be very shocked if we don't, really. But like you said, we don't know what they're really like.
the fact that Palmeiras are underdog, do they think they will be more motivated than us? Like they're playing the champions of Europe, right?
Yeah.
Is that a source of motivation?
Yeah. The underdogs always, you know, they're going to go for it. They ain't got nothing to lose, Boogie. They will go for it, but we have the class. We have the Silva, the Rudiger, the big guys at the back, Aspi, who they've been through this before and they know what how to deal with it.
Can I ask you a question, Nick?
Yeah.
Is there any underdogs in this game? As much as we don't know about them, they probably know a little bit more about us because we're European champions, but they don't know that much about us. They don't play us every week like they do other South American clubs.
No, they're going to fear. They're going to fear us for sure, because we have the players to fear. But they are underdogs. We can't say we're the underdog tomorrow, are we?
I'm gonna say this. Well, sorry, Boogeyman. I'm gonna say this. Tomorrow, we are playing away and they are playing at home.
Yes. Yeah.
Why?
That's another thing.
The amount of fans out there. I mean, speaking to a couple of people out there today, and there's a lot more Brazilian fans out there than there is Chelsea fans. I mean, there is a lot of Chelsea fans. Don't get me wrong, but the Brazilians outweigh it. And also there is another thing. There is what's the word here? There's a tendency to support Brazilian clubs in the Middle East. So there'll be a lot of locals. There'll be a lot of locals cheering for the Brazilian team over Chelsea tomorrow.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I know so.
Yeah, sorry. I should have asked you for you.
We had that in the.
Can I say something, Nick?
Wait a minute, we had that before when we had all the fans against us. When we played Arsenal turned up with thousands more than us in the UEFA Cup final, and we went and won, and we won convincingly. They had a lot more fans behind them, like it's going to be tomorrow, because I don't know, for some reason our fans, very few Mendy all the way up there when we had to play in, where was it? Qatar, was it? Bobby?
My question
when we played Arsenal, we won 4-1. Europa League final.
Europa League.
Yeah, it was the Europa League final.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We didn't have many fans there, but I know they're going to have a lot of, they've got a lot of Brazilians are very passionate. It's going to be a lot of noise for them.
Yeah,
but
the fans ain't playing tomorrow.
We have the experience. We have the experienced players who've done it, and they've done it before. Silva, Rudiger, all these players, they don't. It doesn't bother them.
Listen. I'm just saying.
I
it's
know
gonna
you
be
said
like
the right thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't understand the fact that in Middle East, do you watch Brazilian football or European football? I'm pretty sure we watch more European football.
No. We don't watch European football or Brazilian football. We watch Spanish football.
But then you probably watch Champions League more than the Brazilian league.
In the Middle East, to be accurate, in the Middle East, they watch European football in general. A lot of people in the Middle East support clubs in the Premier League, in the Spanish League, in Serie A. Bundesliga and French league, not so much. But the Brazilian football, it's very popular in the Middle East. The style, the Brazilian players, the legends, the likes of Zico, and and also a lot of Brazilians have traveled for this particular tournament. I think I heard somewhere it was like 10,000 Palmeiras fans. 12,000 Palmeiras fans.
Yeah, we're going to have about 2,000 or 3,000.
But I still think the local will help us.
Chris, sorry, just to go back to Nick's point. Chris here is saying Azerbaijan, Baku. That's when Chelsea played Arsenal.
Yeah, I forgot. Baku. Baku. We had a lot of them supporters behind us when we played Arsenal. We had more, Arab fans than Chelsea fans, and they were singing. That was, I'll never forget that. Yeah, they were backing us.
I don't think that it's good, but at the end of the day, the fans aren't playing, and there's a limited number you can get in the stadium in the first place, and they'll have their allocation, and who knows, it might even make them more nervous. I'll tell you what, in 2012, when we played this final against Corinthians, I was nervous as crazy, but the nervousness came because I knew we weren't prepared. We had the fat controller, and we'd lost a lot of players, and we had a lot of disjointed things going on. We also had a misfiring striker, but that's another matter. We had a lot of disjointed things going on in the team, and we should have even won that game. This time around, my nervousness is because of the prize. It's not because of the team. I think although the team is minus certain key players, I think Chelsea under Tuchel is an entirely different animal. And I think we are prepared for tomorrow. My nervousness is just let them go and do it, because it's a one-off game. You need to be on form. If a player comes in and they're not quite, firing on all cylinders, that's where you have problems.
That's where you have to change it. And we have Tuchel who will change it if someone's not doing it. That's why Tuchel's very important on that line.
Exactly. So my nerves isn't for the preparation of the team. Whereas against Corinthians, I felt the team wasn't quite right. And that was where I was nervous. And it proved to be right, because we missed a hatful. We should have beaten.
I remember that game. Yeah.
Yeah. So this time,
I think we have to win tomorrow. There's no.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. And let's focus on the professional side of things. Let's not go into the personal side of things. We now know why Lukaku has been underperforming. It wasn't because of the interview. It wasn't because of all of these things. Boogeyman's banging his head. What I want to say is this. Do you guys think that he can turn it around as Kepa did with a similar situation? And could we start to see the Lukaku of Inter Milan? Or do you guys think it's just excuses?
No, it's not excuses. I told you from I've been saying it all along. From the day he came, he's a great player. He's going to get it back. He's had a mental block, depression. He's had everything. He's had all these hate. Well, I've never seen in my life before. And everyone knows it. Even today, how much hate this guy gets. And he sees that. All right, this thing about his girlfriend is nothing compared to the hate all these fans are getting him, telling him, calling him stupid names and all that. That's, I hope for me,
Nick, answer my question.
Kepa had the same thing. Let me finish.
Nick, answer my question. Can he turn it around? Does he have it within him to turn it around?
Yes.
Listen, about the fans, and what's going on. That we're not going to be able to change. We've addressed it many a time. A true fan will criticize his bad performance, will salute his good performance, and will wish him the best moving forward. That's a true fan. If I'm going to sit here and he's bad, he's rubbish, he's this, he's that, that's just me having an agenda against Lukaku. But if I'm, and I don't have anyone like that on my panel. Everyone here will address his good performance and his bad performance. I remember Boogeyman, when Lukaku first got signed by Chelsea, he was against it. He was against it hard. He's like, this guy cannot make it at Chelsea. He came. He started the season. The first few games, he got his fair share of goals. I said to Boogeyman, "Are you still on the fence?" He says, "No. I think he's playing well. I think he's doing a good job." And this is on my channel. You can check the streams. You can check.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he started to play badly, and things started to go wrong. And then Boogeyman started to say, "Look, I'm not happy with the way he's playing right now," and that is fine. That is fair.
That's fine. But
That is fair.
Boogeyman does the goal and all this hate. I never see Boogeyman say what all these people are saying. Boogeyman says the right thing. He's not playing well, which he ain't.
No, Boogeyman doesn't always say the right things. Don't go too far. He doesn't always say the right things.
Mark. League Blue, I want to listen to you more now.
No, you say the right things, really. I'm just saying, we have to stop it. We have to back the team. If we want to win these trophies tomorrow, we have to back the team, back every bloody player there, like your Bobby says.
All right, so Lukaku's turning it around, boys.
Yeah, of course he is. Yeah.
I hope tomorrow. Listen, can you guys imagine this? Lukaku tomorrow gets a hat trick, and he will put somewhere on his social media. It doesn't matter if it fits or not. I've got a hat trick for Chelsea, and I'm the world champion. And I'll be it.
Don't imagine
that won't stop them, Mo. Even if he gets 10 goals, he's still going to get that hate. It's not going away.
Can I ask?
No. I was addressing what he said on social media.
Can I answer your initial question? Yeah, I think he can turn it around. I mean, listen, we've seen Drogba with also at the beginning with limited technical ability turn to something huge and score goals, manage to work on what he knows how to do and just keep doing that and bring what he's good at to the team. Lukaku can do it. It's up to Lukaku. At the end of the day, what we've seen so far is not looking good for sure, and he can turn it around. Any player can do so. It's up to Lukaku.
If Kepa can do it, Lukaku can do it. That's what I'm saying.
Listen. Fair enough. But it's up to Lukaku. Lukaku has to figure it out and fast, because this team is just on top. We play pretty much all the finals, all the cup final that we play, and we need Lukaku to turn those to show the side we're waiting for, we pay for, and he need to start scoring goals.
If they back him a bit, Boogie.
Let me finish this quick. Yeah. And I know people say we need to give him time, but this is the time. We have a special group of teenagers that are performing. And the only thing they need to reach that top level is not always to think about scoring. They just need to develop themselves, not too much stress. And Lukaku is the adult in the room, and he has to start performing. He can turn it around, but it is up to Lukaku. We need him to turn it around, and we'll support him to turn it around. But if he's not doing it, he cannot expect people just to sing his name. It just doesn't work that way. That's where my problem is.
Can I throw something in there?
I'm done.
I agree. He can turn it around. Now, as far as this, sort of girlfriend thing, Kepa, my advice to these young men going out with these ladies, if a girl can mess with your head so much like this, that's why she left you in the first place. Women don't like men that aren't focused on their business. And if she's such a center of your life, that when she walks out, you go to pieces. That's why she walked out.
Bobby, can you repeat? Let me grab a pen. You're giving good advice. Hey, boys, take a pen, man. Let me take a note. Let me write it down.
On any woman like that. So you get yourself together. You focus on your business. Trust me, she's gonna come looking for you. All this, my girlfriend left me. I can't play football anymore.
Wait, slow down, Bobby. Slow down. Slow down. I'm trying to write this down, man. Slow down.
You know,
One to the hill. One to the hill. Yeah, one to the hill.
she's going to run to the hill. So
You know
what
what?
is
Bobby's
this?
absolutely right, because I had these couple problems myself, a few years back,
Oh, good.
and I'm
Oh,
not
wait.
joking. It's
You
not
had
easy to get over.
those Lukaku problems.
Yes, I did.
You cannot perform on the field, on the soccer field.
A
or
different
football
way.
field.
I'm not a professional, but I'm just talking in life. I had the same problems, and
No,
I know how it is for him. It's not easy.
no, you can't give a human being that much power over you. You know, you
Nick-
get
I
on.
know, but
Nick.
some humans are different. Everyone's different, Bobby.
Oh,
We
Nick,
some are
Nick,
less stronger
Nick,
than
listen. I'm not gonna give marital advice or social advice on my channel because I'm just saying because it's different for everyone,
Yeah.
and unless you have a degree in psychology and or social science, it's very difficult. However, I totally agree with Bobby in respect to every person should have enough control in respect to their relationships to be able to deal with them in a logical manner, regardless of the impact it has on their lives. People have divorced after decades of being married. Okay, now I guarantee you that is a much harder breakaway than from a girlfriend who you've been with for a few years.
yeah, more
Okay.
expensive too, Mo.
More expensive too.
Yo, write it down, man. More expensive, Bobby has said.
Okay, no, it's true.
Don't
But
marry her.
people find ways to get on with their lives. If you allow it, I mean, we all have jobs. We all have a profession. If you allow your personal life to affect your job, you will be sacked like that. All right, you have to keep your personal life away from your work life. And most of us, when we go to work, we work using this rather than using our physical ability. And using this when you have problems at home, it's a lot harder. I mean, physical ability, you can, it will be impacted, but it won't be as impacted as, your mental health, your mindset. If you are an accountant, if you are a lawyer, if you are a doctor, and you let that, you let that affect the way you think, the way you do your job, you're finished. So these professionals. One second. These professionals who are getting paid in a week more than we make in a year, in a couple of years, they get that in a week. I mean, I know Boogeyman is like, really? Is that, Boogeyman makes more money than all of us put together. I'm pretty sure of that. But I'm saying most normal people, they get, they'd love to get 100,000,
We won't
pounds.
get that in our
What those
lifetime.
people are making in a
somewhere.
week is crazy. Man.
No, we'll get that in our lifetime. I mean, it'll
Yeah,
take
I mean,
most of
I'm
us a
just
couple
saying,
of years,
how far it is.
but
That's crazy what
yeah,
they're making
yeah.
in a week.
The
What I
players
was going to say
the
is,
players are too spoiled, too much money for them.
yeah,
That's why everything's like this now. We don't have that. Like I said before, we didn't have it before. They used to play to live. These professional great players. Now they're all spoiled. Look what the Zuma did. Look what it's unbelievable. So they're all spoiled. These players. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the question I was going to ask is, you have people like Ronaldo. I'm talking about the Cristiano. Even the Brazilian Ronaldo, you hear all the time that he's not with his girlfriend anymore. But then their performance on the field has never changed. They just keep people. Sometimes we have a problem when it comes to relationship, and you put your energy into staying fit and just being an animal on the field and all those things. But others, for some reason, with all those social medias and stuff, they showed, yeah.
Boogeyman, trust me, Ronaldo's girlfriend will be camped outside his front door because he's not thinking of her, and she knows it. All these guys breaking up because some young girl just left them. What is this? They will.
How many football players have played a game a day or so after they lost a parent or lost a loved one.
There you go.
Okay,
Frank Lampard.
and they performed.
Yeah, and that's
Girlfriend.
serious.
That's mentality, though. Lampard, look at Lampard that day.
No, I think that's more professional.
Yeah.
Lampard is
Yeah,
professional.
everyone's got their thing. That's the problem. Lukaku he looks like very sensitive guy. Anything, and he gets to him. Any little thing.
And remember his first interview. He said, "I'm more mature now. I just have a kid. I'm starting a family." So my question to Paul's father is, when he said family, is that with that girl? Is that girl that had a baby with him? I'm not sure. Paul's father is not here. I mean, I didn't know the story.
Listen, let's just leave this topic. I mean, I wanted to focus about the on the pitch aspect. You guys are taking me down onto marriage advice.
The
and
good
all
thing to remember is Tuchel is back. I'm happy because that assistance substitution during the Plymouth game, when he took Werner off and took Kovačić off and put Werner on the field, I screamed. I was like, "What is this one?" Like I love you.
I want to know something. Hold on, sorry, short time. I want to know something. The fact that Reece James and Ben Chilwell have come to Abu Dhabi, does that mean they are entitled to pick up a winner's medal because they are part of the squad? Could Chelsea have actually registered them as part of? Let's be honest. Hold on. Let me finish. Because they were a massive part of the reason why we are in this tournament. Their contribution to the Champions League winning side to get to this tournament. Okay, I mean, I would have no objection whatsoever to Reece James or Ben Chilwell getting a medal, because I'll tell you something. Benatelli is going to get a medal. Ross Barkley is going to get a medal. But then I'm thinking, what about Loftus-Cheek? But Loftus-Cheek wasn't.
No, he wasn't really a part of the journey.
Technically, yeah, because he was at Fulham, wasn't he?
But definitely, that's a given, isn't it, Mo? Yeah. They're going to pick up a medal.
They should. Yeah, they definitely should. I mean, but that's the thing. Is it a given though, Bobby? I mean, will they? Will they not? I don't know.
It's a given because they've been part of this competition, like you said. That's why they're here for. Werner, James, they will be getting medals.
So does that mean Tammy Abraham wants to pick up a medal too because he was part of the squad? No, he's
not part of the team though right now, is he?
Yeah, but they're not part of the team as of right now either. They are
part of the team. They are part.
When we played the European Cup, Rudiger was injured. Who wasn't injured? They all pick up the medal. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Rudiger did get a medal. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy he had a wooden stick that day.
It's different. This is a FIFA World Cup. So
that was Europe with Saudi. Was the one with Saudi.
Yeah, that's
Europe.
Nothing to do with FIFA.
Yeah, Europe.
I hope they get a medal.
Yeah,
I hope they get a medal. Yeah, I hope.
I think they should. They will get a medal. Yeah. As long as we win,
they deserve. After that final against City, they deserve it.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure there's a way for Chelsea to duplicate or ask for more medal if they need to be. Because I remember that.
Boogie, it's who is registered as part of the squad.
Mm-hmm.
Who is registered as part of the squad?
Yeah, but they're all registered to play. And I mean, right now,
23 players. 23. It's a squad, 23 players.
It's 25 or 23.
23 allowed.
Remember, Reece James was on the list, then they took him off to put Mendy back on the list.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that what it was?
Yeah, Reece James was on the list. They removed him, and then they put Mendy back on the list.
Yeah, but I think James still is allowed to get a medal.
Who's that?
Reece James.
No. You see, if it was just Reece James, I would have assumed is to train with the first team to get his fitness level up, training in warm weather would help his development and you know, and his recovery. So that, you know, that's what was my thinking. But then I saw a day later Ben Chilwell joining the team, and then I'm thinking it can't be for the same reason, can it?
No,
Yeah,
moral
but the
support.
weather also may help them with their recovery. Right? When the
Moral,
weather is so good,
moral support is a factor. Yeah, moral support is a
yeah,
good
they
factor.
can pedal, sweat, and all, build their muscle and all those things. So it's help. So that may be the only reason why the medical staff decided, or maybe the medical staff will be at Abu Dhabi, so they say, okay, let's go, man, and they have to travel also. Maybe
Did
it's not just
Chilwell
for the medal. Yeah.
did Chilwell do his surgery in Dubai?
No.
Why? He went to the surgery already.
Yeah, I'm asking. He probably went to go see his doctor as well. You know, do checkups. Easier.
Did he do it? Did he do it in Dubai?
Yeah,
Surgery?
He did surgery. Yeah, I'm
No.
asking.
Seriously? Yeah, I'm not sure. Someone
I don't
needs to
know.
confirm that. I
Yeah,
think he
I
did
have
it
no
in
idea.
England.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Why Dubai?
No, that's
yeah,
what they send their players out to different doctors. It depends. They go to South America. They go to Dubai.
Only Costa does stuff like that. Decided to go to South America for a doctor nobody knows about, man.
Nah, I mean even
Guys,
Hazard as well. He
guys,
did the same thing.
listen. Guys, we have had how many likes? 73 likes. If you're in the stream and you haven't hit the like button, do us a favor and hit the like button. Tomorrow, I will be streaming. Is it 4:30 kickoff? Let me just double check because I think it's 4:30. I'm pretty sure it's 4:30.
It is.
It is. It's 4:30. All right. So tomorrow I will start my stream at 4:00. We will discuss the.
You mute.
Sorry. What was the last thing I said?
We will start the previous or whatever at 4:00, and we will discuss. Then you will mute.
All right. We'll start the match, the pre-match program at 4:00, where we discuss the lineups, and then we'll go into a watch-along, and that's literally what it says on the tin. We'll be watching the game together. It's a friendly watch-along. I don't do commentary, so if you want to watch commentary, this isn't the stream for you. We'll be just having a fan's perspective on the game. We'll be talking. We'll all be lagging. You know, everyone will have a different different timestamp. Everyone will be watching different time zone, but it's all good. It's fun. And then after that, we're going to spend about 2 hours either celebrating or just ranting about who we'll be celebrating tomorrow. We'll be watching the post-match interviews and pressers and live on stream. So if you're interested in watching that and doing that tomorrow, join us at 4 p.m. UK time. Make sure you subscribe and turn that bell notification button on so you'll be notified. If you're not following me on Twitter, go right ahead and do that. It's the at the Blue Lounge, and on Instagram it's again at the Blue Lounge on Instagram. We will be giving away 2 baseball caps tomorrow. We'll be giving away 2 Chelsea baseball caps once we win the game. I'm gonna show you the caps. They vary, but this is the caps that are currently being sold by the Chelsea Megastore. So if we win tomorrow, I will be doing a random subscriber giveaway, and you can choose either the white cap or the blue one. If you win, and everyone is eligible to take part in this, including panel members. Last time I did this, Boogeyman was selected, and Josh B was selected. So we'll do a random giveaway once we win. The only condition is you have to be a subscriber to be able to qualify for the draw. So do me a favor and subscribe to the Blue Lounge. And hopefully I'll be giving you a baseball cap at the end of the stream tomorrow. All right, lads, that is it for tonight.
I want to say something about this one.
You want to say something?
Yeah, but I just don't want to open a long debate. I want to remind people that Fernando Torres. We love Fernando Torres today because he came off the bench against Barcelona and scored that goal. he came off the bench in the final and created that corner kick that Drogba scored on. So listen, I'm just putting that out there. Lukaku can also come off the bench and do the same thing.
Interesting. You mentioned Fernando Torres, because I will refer to Bobby and he'll remind you what Fernando Torres did against Corinthians last World Club Cup final.
Okay, sorry, I don't want to open it.
The less said about Torres today, the better, really, for this.
Yeah, Lukaku's not coming off the bench. That's for Timo Werner. He's been warming up the seats to the bench. No worries.
Yeah. Werner might come on and do like Torres. That'd be good as well. Yeah.
People, I will see you tomorrow to celebrate Chelsea picking up that World Club Cup trophy. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves and peace.
Up the Blues.